Okay, Singy, let's get right to it. Quite the win streak on the line coming into this one.
Yeah, Boog, they seem to have a force field around them lately, but you know anything can happen. Looking forward to seeing what they have in store for us today.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about ready to go. Today's starting pitcher, Garrett Cole. What do we have on him?
Comes into this start sporting a lifetime ERA just over 3. He's been pretty great for most of his big league career. Can't wait to watch him in this one.
Here's Andres Jimenez.
Leading off tonight for Toronto, the second baseman, Andres Jimenez.
And that's through there for a strike. And we're underway. The 0-1.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. At the bottom of the lineup, a guy trying to turn things around. Alejandro Kirk.
Yeah, Boog, he just hasn't been himself at all lately. I mean, it's hard to know if it's mechanical, if it's mental. It's just a struggle all the way around. It's something that everybody goes through. I think the key is you've got to stick to the process. You've got to focus on every pitch and don't worry about the result. Take it one pitch at a time, one at bat at a time.
Nathan Lucas in the box now. No balls and a strike. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
Bellinger.
Cody Bellinger stands in now and watches strike 1. Two outs. And a foul ball. The 0-2 stays alive. Two outs, base is empty. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. And now the Yankees will see what they can do. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back in New York and towing the slab, Kevin Gausman.
Well, last year kind of around the league average in terms of ERA, and you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out, and not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club.
Fouled off. He was late.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
Swings and misses. And it's 1-2. Backed off the plate that time. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And that's outside. And it's a full count.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Hit hard to the ground and up the middle, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
He was all over that one. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure
baseman,
hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Here's Jose Ramirez.
I'm liking what I've seen from him at the dish lately. 10 hits.
There goes the runner. In the air out towards right center. Bellinger sizing it up. And there's one away.
Batting third, the designated hitter.
As we take a look now at the New York Yankees lineup.
Soto.
Of course, a big piece for them is their DH, Juan Soto.
Yeah, definitely someone I always enjoy, you know, when I get a chance to watch him, whether he's hitting a game or even taking swings during batting practice. Man, this guy is always so focused on what he's doing on that task at hand. He's got so much attention to detail that when he steps in the box, his success rate is really high.
Runner on the go. Hard on the ground to first. And he takes it himself for the out.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Here is Aaron Judge. So RBI spot, but Chris, this is a guy that is not really swinging the bat all that well here.
In this situation, you have a real good opportunity to get swings and misses and record a strikeout. I think you attack him in this spot.
And Judge spoils that one. Judge went off for 2 homers in his last game. That misses. And now it's even 1-1.
1-1.
And now he's fallen behind Judge.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
And that's outside.
Get ready for some action here. Good RBI guy at the plate. Runners in scoring position. And a hitter's count.
Bryce Harper would be next. Big bat with a potentially huge opportunity. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
His ability to draw walks has been something
Batting
that's been
fifth,
part of his
the
career
first baseman,
since day
Bryce
one.
Here's Harper now.
He's been tearing it up at the plate recently. Pushed that hitting streak to 12 games the last time out.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. He's got it, and that's the 3rd out. Yanks strand a pair. We played an inning, no score. Back at Yankee Stadium, new inning getting started. Here's a big power threat. Anthony Santander. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Cole back to work. And that drops in for a strike. Santander launched a homer in his most recent game. Swings through that one for strike 2. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So a man on base to start the inning.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Bo Bichette up to the dish. Good power. Not great in the OBP department. Fought off foul.
Well, we're expecting to see strikeouts in this one. Cole is in the 2,000 strikeout club and only needed around 1,700 innings to get there. You know, only Chris Sale and Pedro Martinez needed fewer innings to reach 2,000 strikeouts.
No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
Batting fifth, the third baseman, Ernie Clement.
Now the third baseman, Ernie Clement. Here's a guy who's been struggling so far this year. It's only late April, but still. Runner takes off. That one fouled off. Santander stands at first with 1 out. Strike 2. Lifted in the air, out to left. Doyle in and to his right. Makes the grab. 2 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Will Wagner next up for the Blue Jays. That's in there, and that is strike 1. Wagner goes 5 feet 11 inches, hitting 7th in today's lineup, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Merrill under it. Brings it in, and that is that. 1 left for Toronto. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. Back now in the Bronx. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Francisco Lindor.
Oh, here's a game Lindor will never forget. One night in July of 2023, he went 5 for 5 with a home run, 2 triples, and he scored 3 runs. That stat line is so rare. Only one other player has done it. Guess who? Willie Mays in 1958.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Pulls up, and that's in there for a knock. And that knock bumps his hitting streak into double digits, Chris. He's hitting 10 straight.
Yeah, and on a nice trajectory. Average going up, OBP. Everything he's doing at the plate right now just seems to be working.
Yainer Diaz getting ready to hit.
Really strong hitting performance.
Runner on the go. That one is absolutely belted. One hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Throw back in quickly. 1st and 2nd now with nobody out.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
Jackson Merrill.
1st and 2nd. No outs. And now the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. This one's got a chance. Into the bullpen and gone. A 3-run dinger. It's 3-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Next to hit, Brenton Doyle. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Springer on the move and makes the grab. 1 away.
Now batting the 2nd baseman, Jazz Chisholm.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the 1st with a single. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Right through there for a strike.
Larry Bullard making the calls behind the plate for us in this one. Pretty good strike zone. Well reviewed by those we talked to around the league.
Yeah, he's an umpire. He doesn't get a lot of looks from players, maybe here and there once in a while, but he's appreciated back there. Cut on and miss, struck him out. That's out number 2.
Well, Gausman is well known for that splitter. It's just a major weapon for him and generates a ton of swings and misses when he's throwing it well. Good example of it there, and I'm willing to bet we'll see a lot more of it moving forward in this one.
Tap foul at the plate. Two down, nobody on. On the ground right side. In plenty of time to first, and Ramirez is set down. And that is that. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a tough series offensively, and a look at those numbers. And that's in for a strike.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this. Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot. Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes, you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
And a big swing and a miss.
You know, Bruce, every team has a hitter's meeting pregame, but this lineup seems way too anxious, aggressive. You wonder what they talked about.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Back to the top of the lineup, Andres Jimenez. Next up for the Blue Jays. 0 for 1 so far. And that's in for a strike.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
Yeah, that's fouled off. The pitch. On the ground, right side. He steps on the bag, and the Blue Jays go down 1-2-3. Down in order go the Blue Jays. They trail in this one 3-0. Back here in New York, here's Juan Soto. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. And first offering is fouled off.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or 2 on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Foul ball, still 0-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Started to go after it. Now a look down to third. No swing. He held up. Patrick Johnson with the call there. Sets him down looking. Fastball at the letters, frozen for strike 3.
The right fielder, number 99.
Here comes Aaron Judge. He reached on a walk his first time. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He is the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field. Judge enjoyed success at the major league level right away. He hit 52 home runs as a rookie, breaking Mark McGwire's record, and became the first Yankee to win Rookie of the Year since some guy named Derek Jeter.
Check swing, went around. That's strike 2.
1 and 2. Let's go, Yankees.
And delivers outside. And a slider misses down and away. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Draws the walk
That's up
there.
the corner. Take your base.
Boog, if I were him, I'd be nibbling around the plate
Now
as well.
batting,
I mean, this
the
guy's
first
just
baseman,
capable of hitting
Ryan
pitches outside of the zone and driving them a
Harper.
long way.
So a man aboard. Bryce Harper to the plate. Fly to left his first time. On the ground to third. To Jimenez. And he'll hold on to it, so they get one.
Good that they weren't overzealous there. Just take
Now
the shirt
batting,
out, keep the runner out of
shortstop,
scoring position.
Francisco Lindor.
Here's Francisco Lindor. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. And it's fouled away. Two outs. Swinging a foul out of play. The shortstop takes the ball. Harper off of first with 2 away. High fly ball out towards left center. Santander sizes this one up, and he makes the catch. And that'll do it. One left for the Yankees, but they lead at 3-0. Welcome back. Let's
Leading
check
off
out
for
what's
the
been
Blue Jays,
happening of
the
late.
designated hitter,
Really been playing
Nathan
well.
Lucas.
Hit hard on the ground is short. Handles, throws to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
One down. Here comes Cody Bellinger. Struck out swinging his first time. Swinging a foul straight back. Siggy, this is a guy that grew up in big league clubhouses, and it's something that you see throughout the game. Sons whose fathers also played the majors.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
2 outs, base is empty. And now for the Jays, Anthony Santander. And it finds its way through for a hit. And that keeps the inning alive. Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit. He's 0 for 1. High fly ball out into left center field. And that is that. Blue Jays held in check. They trail it here 3-0. Ready to go for the
Leading
last
up
half of the
for the
inning. And
Yankees,
stepping in
the
for the
catcher,
Yankees,
Younger
Yainer Diaz.
Diaz.
Just
that's a
missed. To the right side, and it's through for a hit. And a good start to the inning.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
And next for New York, Jackson Merrill. And
One
ball
ball,
1.
no strike.
The 1-0. Left field. Santander has this one sized up. Hauls it in for the out. And there's one down.
Now batting, the left fielder, Brenton Doyle.
And here is Brenton Doyle. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit, or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away. Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
Back to the top of the Yankee order. Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Jazz Chisholm Jr. That's off the mark. Ball one. And he chases a high fastball there.
Spin rate's outstanding on that high fastball. Really tough to hit.
No.
Yankees up by 3.
Ball.
Jose Ramirez waiting to hit for the Yankees. This one ripped, but foul to the right.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
See ya. Strikes him out for the second time today. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We're headed to the 5th. Yankees 3 and the Jays nothing. Welcome back.
Leading
Quite
off for
a
the Blue
pitcher's
Jays,
duel so
the third
far. Here's
baseman,
how the starters
Ernie
have performed up to this
Clemens.
point. Cole back to work. Fastball in for a strike. 0-1.
For you growing up in New York City, I mean, you're a big sports fan. Tell me about your experience with the Yankees growing up.
I really went to Shea Stadium more than I did to Yankee Stadium. I grew up a Phillies fan. There was one game, though, that I went to as a kid. I sat in the upper deck. It was the game that Bo Jackson hit 3 homers in his first 3 plate appearances and then hurt his shoulder diving for Deion Sanders inside the park home run. That's probably the most memorable game that I ever attended as a fan at Old Yankee Stadium. That one in the dirt. Now 1-2.
Boog, it looks like somebody missed the swing sign. That's the first pitch this team's taken for a ball all game long.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end. Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
And now Will Wagner. Foul ball there. Swing and a ball ripped right field, and that one back, and that one is gone. His first homer of the year. It's 3-2. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. With this pitcher's velocity, a changeup is really a break for a hitter. He got a BP fastball, didn't move a whole lot, and he absolutely tattooed it.
the batter is George Springer. He's 0 for 1. And that one wrapped foul.
Can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Line drive.
That'll drive you crazy as a hitter if you let it. I mean, he couldn't have hit that ball more on the screws than he did, and yet he's got nothing to show for it. Hang with him. I know the feeling.
In steps the man they call Captain Kirk. Kirk, a former All-Star, 26 years old, and he's a native of Mexico. There's a strike.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Got him. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone. And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
So up next for Toronto, Andres Jimenez. And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Right through there for a strike. Blue Jays down a run. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Doyle brings it in. And that is that. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Back in the Bronx, John Shelby with my buddy Chris Singleton, and set to get us started. Bottom 5, Jose Ramirez. In there at the knees, and it's 0-1. And downstairs. To the right side, Jimenez. And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
Up next for the Yankees, the designated hitter, Juan.
Now up is the Yankees DH, Juan Soto. 0 for 2 in this one. Foul ball.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low. Throwing the ball very well right now.
And look out as that one ran in and got him.
Up next for the Yankees.
And now big number 99, Aaron Judge.
Well, in terms of hitting rocket home runs, Judge is near the top of that list. Only Giancarlo Stanton has hit more with greater exit velocity than Judge. Look out, though. Shohei is quickly climbing those charts. Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's back. Forget it. A 2-run shot, and they add a couple more. It's 5-2. 2 pitches, 2 swings. That one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way. That's as big as it gets right there. You take advantage of a mistake. That is an ultimate, here it is, watch it, I'm going to jog around the bases.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Kevin Gausman makes way. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. Ryan Burr gets the call from the pen.
Now
Big swing and miss stuff right here, Boog. Averaging
Number
more than 1
43.
strikeout per inning this season.
Ryan
So far, he's been pretty
Burr.
electric.
So 1 out, nobody on. And now here is Harper. First pitch swinging, saying 4 homers in 22 games at Old Yankee Stadium. What do you remember?
Well, I remember my rookie year hitting 2 in 1 game. And, before that game in the clubhouse, there was a gentleman there who owned a suit company there in downtown Manhattan. And he said to me, "Hey, kid, you hit a home run in the game tonight. Come over to the store tomorrow and I'll give you a free suit."
One down, base is empty. That one missed.
So I went into the game. I happened to hit 2. When I walked into the store the next day, and he looked at me, he said, "You're trying to put me out of business, aren't you?" And that was a great experience that I had as a rookie playing against the Yankees, playing in New York.
That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Up next for the
Man at
Yankees.
first with 1 gone.
The shortstop,
Francisco
Francisco
Lindor stepping in now for the Yankees.
Lindor.
He is singled and he is flied to left. Check swing and he went. Strike 1.
No ball.
So did
1
Super
strike.
Joe give you 2 suits?
Super Joe hooked me up with 2 suits.
And a swing and a miss there. Action in the pen down there. Tommy Nance up and throwing. Swanson warming up as well. Harper leads off first with 1 away. Hit on the ground, might be 2. To Jimenez.
Got him.
And it's a double play to end the inning. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. It's now 5-2. This is Yankees baseball on the show NYC. Back for more
Leading
from
off
the
for
Bronx
Blue Jays,
at the plate.
designated hitter,
Nathan Lucas.
Lucas.
No, that's a ball. 1-0.
Cole ready to fire now. Popped up. Diaz squeezes it. 1 down.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not
center
messing
fielder,
around at
number
all. He's been in
25,
attack
Cody
mode since the very start.
Bellinger.
Here comes Cody Bellinger, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. This guy who grew up in big league clubhouses, got to be a nice feeling, Siggy, when your father played in the big leagues and he passes down all that wisdom. Just missed.
Yeah, and beyond that, all the other men in those clubhouses that sort of take you under their wing as a son or a nephew and show you some of the tricks of the trade. It's just invaluable, that type of experience.
And down on strikes. And he's up to 7 strikeouts. Chris, 3rd time through the order,
Up
and a
next for
couple
the
of
Blue
quick
Jays,
outs for the
the
starter.
left fielder,
Yeah, he's been very
Anthony
frugal today,
Santander.
economical with the pitch count.
Anthony Santander at the plate. He's 2 for 2. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, I think the key, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus. But They should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike two. Chris, we were excited to watch him pitch. This is a little more along the lines of what we were expecting performance-wise.
Yeah, but great pitchers like this, you may get one opportunity in one inning to get to them, to get some runs up on the board. And if you don't take it then, you may see zeros the rest of the ball game.
Next offering is downstairs.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Strikeout number 8. 3 up, 3 down that time. 7, 8, 9, 2 up in the home half of the inning. It's the Yankees 5 and the Blue Jays 2. Bottom of the 6th.
Leading off for the
Yainer
Yankees,
Diaz.
the catcher, Yainer Diaz.
That one's upstairs, ball 1. Check swing, went around.
One ball, one
one
strike.
strike. Ground ball left side and foul ball.
Let's go, Yankees. Show 'em how it's done.
Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that's the first out.
That was a tough slider right there. He couldn't get a
Up
piece of
next
it
for
just
the
to try to
Yankees,
keep the at-bat
the
alive.
center
And
fielder,
hitters will tell you that slider, when a guy's able to really tunnel the pitch where it looks like a fastball and then late has really good bite, so tough to lay off of because you've made the decision you don't want to get beat by a fastball, and then you swing and you miss. You go back to the dugout shaking your head.
Nope.
That's outside, and that's ball 1. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That one back, and out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 6-2. He put a charge into that one.
That was a lightning swing right there, no doubt about it. Get as many high fives as possible. Man, this guy's a ball of energy right now and having the game of his life.
One down. Now the left fielder, Brenton Doyle.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider. One out, base is empty. And there's a ball. Next pitch is downstairs.
2 balls, 1 strike.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
2-2.
One out, base is empty, and a run in here in the bottom of the 6th. And that's outside. Three and 2, the pitch is outside, and ball 4.
You get a walk, and you
The
get
batter,
a walk.
number 13.
Everyone gets a walk.
Second
Luke.
baseman, Jazz.
So the lineup flips
Chisholm
over. Jazz
Jr.
Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. 1 for 3.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
The 1-0. There's a strike. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. There's a ball. Throw to second. Save. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
Man at second. That misses. 3-1. Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Breaking ball in there. Got him looking. Out number 2.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves
Now
the ballpark
batting,
after
the
this
third
one.
baseman,
That was his
Hunt
third
Man.
strikeout, and this one
Rob
looking,
Dearman.
obviously. So he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
And that one hit to first. Wagner takes it to the bag, and that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now 6-2. Back in the Bronx,
Leading off for
and the
Blue
batter
Jays,
will be the shortstop, Bo Bichette.
Bichette.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And there's a foul ball. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same
Now
page
batting,
right
the
now.
third baseman.
Here's the
Ernie
third baseman, Ernie
Clement.
Clement. 1 for 2. That's inside.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the third or fourth pitch of just about every at-bat.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's back. And that one is out of here. That'll fire up the dugout. His 4th home run of the season. And they cut into the deficit. It's 6-3.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Base is empty, 1 away. Will Wagner next up for the Blue Jays. Top of the zone for a called strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
There's a strike.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed or away.
Cut on and miss, struck him out at 98. So he cracks double
The right
digits with
fielder,
his
number
10th
4,
strikeout.
George
Here's George Springer. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Just missed. Just missed.
2 ball. 1 strike.
And a big swing and a miss.
2 ball. 2 strike.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And he keeps putting up the Ks. That's number 11. But not before they answer back with a solo home run. It's now 6-3. It's Major League Baseball on the show.
Pitching for
We're
the
back
Blue
in a new
Jays.
pitcher here to start the bottom of the
Number
7th.
50.
Eric Swanson.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for
Swanson.
quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
In now is the
Leading
Yankees
off
DH.
for the Yankees,
Juan Soto.
the designated hitter, Juan Soto.
And here it comes. A little bit low. And that is ball 1.
You know, these Yankees doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. The numbers say their chase rate, or swings at pitches outside the zone, is under 25%, and I think it's a big reason why they're scoring runs.
Let's see if he gives them anything to hit here. And a strike in there.
By not chasing out of the zone, they're getting good pitches to hit. When you can do that, you have a much better chance to square up the baseball and do damage like they have so far.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Towards right center. That's well struck. Way back there. And that ball is out of here. That one felt good. It's 7-3.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Aaron Judge at the plate. He's already homered in this game. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here at the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a hard hit grounder to third, and that's just foul. There comes an 0-2 to Judge, and that one missing low. Dives and he can't hang on. Still able to get it there in time. And they get it out of the play.
This is what it's all about on that right side of the diamond when you've got the first baseman involved and the pitcher as well. First baseman does a great job, knocks the ball down, gets away from him a little bit, doesn't panic. The pitcher's exactly where he's supposed to be. Nice feed and a nice play for the out.
Here comes Bryce Harper. Ripped on a line. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. And he's got a double. Well, he waited until the 7th, but that's the knock that'll extend his hitting streak. Singy, how much does it weigh on your mind when you're coming to the plate in the late innings with a streak going?
Yeah, quite a bit, and a hitter's supposed to say he's only focused on the current at bat, but man, honestly, it's hard not to know that if you don't come up with the hit, your streak's over, so it's there at least in the back of your mind.
Lindor, the next to hit, takes outside. Lindor swings through that one.
1 ball, 1 strike.
This one smoked, could be trouble. Here comes Harper around third. He will score, and he'll reach second with 1 away.
Picks himself up an RBI. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
Here comes the manager out of the Blue Jays dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Eric Swanson out of the game, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Now pitching for the
Tommy
Blue Jays,
Nance will take over here.
Number 45.
He's pitching on 2 days rest.
Tommy Nance.
And up next for New York, Yainer Diaz, known for his rocket arm behind the plate. First
One
offering
ball,
misses
no strike.
badly for ball one. Man at second. Up the middle, Bichette. Throw to first in time.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a
Now
little bit, hit the
batting,
ball on the
the
ground,
center
kill
fielder,
some worms while you're at it.
Merrill.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Jackson Merrill. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those two he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dish.
The other way. Makes the grab, and that ends the inning. So 2 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors, and 1 man left. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Yankees 8 and the Blue Jays 3. And we're back.
Leading
All
off
set for the
Toronto,
start of the
the
inning.
catcher,
And now the catcher
Alejandro
comes up to hit. Alejandro Kirk. Cole back to work. That one misses, and that's ball 1. Cole still out there to pitch the 8th and working with a big lead.
He's been excellent, really on his game in this one, and at this point, he wants to finish what he started.
Next offering is fouled back. And a foul ball. Is there a debate to be had about shutting him down, maybe to preserve some bullets given the score?
Absolutely. When you consider over the course of a long season, guys putting a lot of stress on that elbow, on that shoulder, but you also have to pry the ball out of the hand of a guy like this because he's so competitive.
Merrill tracks it down for the out.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into
Now
his highest
second
gear
baseman,
and go a long
Andres
way to track that one
Jimenez.
down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss as he was late.
So impressive how the velo is still there even this deep into the outing.
He goes down looking.
Up next,
2
for the
down,
Blue
base
Jays,
is empty.
the designated hitter,
And the batter now, Nathan Lucas. 0 for 3 in this one. There's the strike. Lifted in the air, right center field. Judge sizing this one up. Drops into the glove, and that'll do it. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Yankees 8 and the Blue Jays 3. Bottom of the 8th. Here's
Leading
the
off
left
for
fielder,
the Yankees,
Brenton Doyle.
The left fielder, Brenton Doyle.
Nance, a righty that throws
No
with
ball.
power.
One strike.
He throws a slurve, a sinker, and he works in a slider. Inside, 1-1. That's down and in.
2-1.
And that one sliced foul. And it finds its way through for a hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Up next for the Yankees.
So up next,
The second
Jazz
baseman,
Chisholm
Jazz
Jr.
Chisholm Jr.
Ball one there. Doyle gets his lead at first with nobody out. That misses the zone, and that's ball two. Runner on the go. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. The throw in, not in time. And we've got runners at first and third to open the inning.
Up next for the Yankees, the third
So
baseman,
runners at the
Jose
corners, nobody out. And
Ramirez.
next for New York, Jose Ramirez. 0 for 4 with 3 ground outs and a fly out. Strike one. Runner on the move, pitching for a strike. Throw to second, and he's safe. And that's another stolen base for the league leader.
Not only are they applying some pressure on the defense, it looks like they're trying to have a big inning with that steal of second. Now 2 runners in scoring position. This could be the start to a nice rally.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Two in scoring position, nobody out. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Foul ball, it stays 0-2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Nance sets, fires. Fights it off, he'll see another. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 1-2. Base runners at second and third here. No outs. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Squirts away a little bit. No advance. Good job behind the dish. That one not close. And it's 3-2. Juan Soto on deck for the Yankees. And that'll load the bases.
Now that sets up a really big at bat in this game. These are the moments
Now
where everyone in the stadium
designated
gets
hitter,
really locked
Juan
in.
Juan Soto
Soto.
stepping in now for the Yankees. He's already homered here in this one.
This is a big spot for a big-time player.
Just missed.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
In there at the knees, and 1-1. Bases juiced, no outs. That one missed.
Berg, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. One runs in. Here comes the throw. Save.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Tommy Nance won't go any further tonight, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for
Chad Green gets the ball now.
And he's coming in to pitch on 4 days rest right
Chad
here. And that might not be a factor at all in terms of being rusty, but he should definitely be well rested.
So digging in, Aaron Judge. This guy with light tower power. And that one upstairs, ball one. Just missed. Two runners in scoring position, nobody out. And Judge takes a strike. Hard hit, right side. Tosses to first. There for the out. Runner scores from third.
Well, you're definitely looking to do more with that opportunity at the plate. Two runners in scoring position, but at least he puts the ball in play. They bring across one run. Still one out there to pick up.
Here comes Bryce Harper.
I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone here. Pitcher's looking for a strikeout or a ground ball, hoping to keep that runner at third.
That one's upstairs, ball one. Movement in the Blue Jays bullpen. Jimmy Garcia, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Still only one out here in the inning. And that one fouled off. Way inside. Center field. Bellinger sizes this one up. He's got it. Runner tagging from third. Now a relay to the plate, and he's in there. And a run comes in to score.
Man, there's a sac fly to bring home another run in this inning. These hitters are just piling it on. We're seeing some really quality at-bats out of this team right now.
Lindor.
Lindor, the next to hit, takes ball one.
One ball, no strike.
And the 1-0. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. 2 outs. Late swing, foul to the left. Fouls it off, still 1-2. The shortstop takes the ball.
2-2.
Fastball is outside. Headed towards the corner. And a foul ball. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Outside, and that is ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat.
You know, Boog, it's been said
Now
these guys
batting,
are savages
catcher,
in the box.
Gardner.
You can see it right there with such tight plate discipline.
And up next for New York, Yainer Diaz. On the ground to third. Gets it to first. Inning over, although plenty of damage done. So it's 4 runs for him on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Through 8 full, Yankees 12 and the Blue Jays 3. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
Singy, you grew up in the Bay Area. Did you have a favorite play? Out of the bullpen for the Yankees, Abner Uribe.
Well, he hasn't pitched in a
Now
while.
pitching
Coming on
for
here
the
after
Yankees,
5 days rest, so he
number
should be
27.
rested. But we'll see if he has any rest to shake off.
Uribe.
First pitch, and he just misses. You also had the pleasure of going over and hitting and taking batting practice at a big leaguer's house. Who was that?
Yeah, Willie McGee, one of the greatest of all time, in my opinion. Not
He
in the
lived
Hall
in your
of
neighborhood.
Yeah, his folks live right down the street from me, and that's where his batting cage was. I used to look out of my backyard down the hill and just dream of one day maybe being able to go over and hit with them, and that dream became a reality when I was drafted by the San Francisco Giants.
Gets a piece and stays alive. In the air, left field, down the line, and that drops foul. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. That one misses, so a leadoff walk. My partner, known for being a touch hack-tastic. All right, you walked 130 times
Oh my goodness!
in your career.
I can't even believe I can't. I'd win. I'm saying,
130
when did that
times.
happen?
Yeah.
I don't even seriously. I don't believe that.
Santander in the box now. No balls and a strike.
There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Next offering upstairs.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2. These first 2 hitters really making him work out there. Already 14 pitches this inning.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Makes the grab, 1 down.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
And now the shortstop, Bo Bichette.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
And that's in for a strike.
That was the pitch to hit. 4-seam fastball instead of that sinker ball that makes you hit it on the ground. He missed a good one.
In the air, right field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 away.
Man, Boog, I love watching an outfielder take on the wall to make that
Now
play,
back.
and it's a
Third
lot
baseman,
easier to watch
Ernie
from up here because
Clement.
that can be painful in the end. You know the wall's coming up on you quickly, so you have to maintain concentration and able to make that catch and hold on to it after contact.
Clement stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. And that misses. And the count is 2-0.
No strike.
Fought off foul. Uribe is just one strike away. Got him, and that's the ball game.
With this win, this team ties the 1916 New York Giants 26 wins in a row. It's just hard to fathom if you go back to win number 1 to think that 25 games later they would still be in the winning column. Just an incredible job. This is amazing to watch right now.
And your final 12-3. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.